all here. So therefore, as we go forward, I hope that others will get just as interested as you are to come in and see how effective we are and which direction we're actually going in this particular city at this particular time. So again, I just want to take the opportunity to thank you all for coming. And we've got about 58 seconds, and I was trying to prolong my welcome to you, but looks like I'm going to run out of time. But anyway, thank you all for coming, and thank you for being interested in what we're doing here to make this city a better place and a more efficient place as we go forward. So with that being said, thank you all again. Happy New Year, and I hope you get something out of the meeting tonight, or at least you'll hopefully learn something. So I was just trying to buy some time. Is Michael Powell here?
Michael Powell is
here. Where is he?
right here.
Oh.
Second.
Yeah, go around with Michael Paul. Golden Miller?
No, I'm talking about the minister.
Oh.
Not that you're not a minister. Again, thank you all, and this meeting is now in session. So first upon the list, I see that the ministers not here, Michael Alexander, so I'm going to ask Chief Brown if he would come forward and give us a word of prayer.
I'll be glad to do it, but it is a minister here.
Oh, who's the minister?
This gentleman right here.
Okay.
I'll live the United
So come on up, minister. And what's your name?
Reverend Crowley.
Come on up. Okay.
Let's bow our heads. Father God, we thank you for your grace and for your mercy. We thank you, Lord, that you have allowed us to see another day. Yeah. Day has been coming since eternity, a day we'll never see again, but we thank you, Lord, for all you've done, all you're doing, and all you're going to do. Now, Lord, we pray that you just steady our hearts and minds as we go about, Lord, doing your business, conducting this business for the citizens of this city of Canton. We pray, Father, that everything will be done in decency and in order. For it's in the name of Jesus we pray, and for his sake we ask these things. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. All right, next on the agenda was up to the roll call. Alderman Rodriguez Brown, present. Alderwoman Dr. Shannon Whitehead,
Present.
Alderman Les Penn, Alderman Les Penn, Alderwoman Cynthia Allen,
Present.
Alderwoman Janice Diamond, Alderwoman Janice Diamond, Alderwoman Monica Gilkey, I know she's not going to be here, and Mayor Pro Tem Alderman Lafayette Wells. All right, our next selection is public comment. Dr. Shannon Whitehead.
Good evening, Mayor.
Good evening.
Move this out the way so I don't get this confused with my papers. To Mayor Taylor, members of the board, and to our public. I'm placing this statement on record tonight for clarity, transparency, and closure. This matter is a matter of public record, and the court's dismissal ruling is also a public record. It is appropriate that this summary be recorded, entered into the minutes, and preserved, as I promised I would update the board relating to this misconstrued information that was relayed to them concerning me serving as alderman for Ward 2. Summary of the court's ruling, plain and clear. I want to be very clear about what the court ruled and what it means for me as the duly elected alderwoman for Ward 2 on January the 19th, 2026. First, the court dismissed the lawsuit in its entirety. The matter was heard on January 8, 2026. The judge did not deny relief of any technicality. The court ruled that it did not have jurisdiction because the petitioner, which was Mr. Fred Esco, failed to follow the exclusive legal process and deadlines required under the Mississippi election law. 2, the court ruled that Mr. Esco waited too long and used the wrong legal process. Any challenge to my qualifications should have been filed before the election or immediately after the primary election using specific statutory procedures. He did neither. Because of that, the court ruled the claims were procedurally improper, untimely, and barred. 3, the court confirmed this issue was already decided. The board, by majority voted, previously authorized the city attorney, Kim Banks, to seek clarity through the declaratory judgment before the Honorable Brad Mills. Although Mayor Truly at the time vetoed that request. Judge Mills then ruled that on June 24, 2025, I would be a de facto alderman for Ward 2. Also, that my votes and official actions are valid. That the ruling was not appealed. Because it was not appealed, the court held that this matter is final and binding. 4, Judge Wills reaffirmed that ruling from the Honorable Judge Mills. In the most recent ruling, he confirmed that Mr. Esco lost his right to represent Ward 2 when he lost the primary election by 70%, a landslide. 2, he lacks standing in challenging my seat. And 3, his lawsuit is barred by the, y'all, this is a word I had to see how to pronounce it. It's one of those attorney words. But either way it goes, it simply plainly states that the issue was already decided and it should not be and it cannot be relitigated. Well, what does this mean for me as Alderman for Ward 2? I am to remain duly seated as Alderwoman for Ward 2. My votes, participation, and service are lawful and valid. No court has ordered my removal. No court has authorized the board to remove me, and no court has left this issue unresolved. The law, as well as all judges, have now spoken twice. Twice. This presentation is not about anybody that's currently serving on this board. It is about documenting the legal outcome of the sustained effort by Mr. Esco and those who contributed to trying to remove me from my seat granted to me by the voters of Ward 2. I do place emphasis on by 70% of voting. I respect the board's prior decision to seek clarity. That clarity has now been provided twice, fully and finally. So I ask respectfully as well as directly, can I now continue my job as being Ward 2 alderman? And is this matter over? And can the residents of Ward 2 be assured that the will of their votes will be honored? 2 judges have ruled. The courts have closed the door. The people have spoken. I'm here to serve Ward 2, focused, accountable, and moving forward. Thank you.
So with all that behind you, and also the win,
Twice.
As mayor of the city of Canton, I can officially say, welcome aboard Ward 2 all the way.
Thank
you so much. All right. You know, that's the one term that this board is going to always put emphasis on, accountability toward this mayor. So, and I can appreciate it. It just keeps me on my toes. All right. Next up, as far as public speaking, Mr. Kenny Wayne Jones with Quality Connections. You got 3 minutes, Mr. Jones.
3 minutes. That's good. Mayor Board, I put a red poster up there so you can look at what I'm about to talk about in its entirety. Some of the things that we've been working on putting together administrative support and operational coordination for the mayor. It's been going well. We've set up some meetings where they're gonna be detrimental to the success of what's gonna go on in the future. There are some stakeholders that we got to sit down with, talk to, and let them know what we want and how our budget is impacted by certain things. We wanna also look and see if there's any stakeholders out there that can help us with whatever your strategic plan has already been. I see Mr. McCurro back there. So with the previous administration, you probably already had a legislative agenda. You've already asked for certain things, so that should continue. But now we're looking at, we got other options, and there are some things that we gotta do. Seriously, from the city of Canton and the Madison County Board of Supervisors. There's a lot of development coming, and we don't wanna miss anything. And we don't want nobody to slide in and say, hey, that's ours, you know? So Alderman Allen, we gotta be careful, because that happens every day. They're coming at us. I hear conversations on other ends. This is hard for me, so I'm gonna make sure we are where we are. Mayor, we got a meeting set up on the 22nd with our legislators. The mayor frequently comes to Jackson to participate in things that we have going on. So I gave you the phone. If there's anything you want to know, you can call me at any time. Look at some of the things that we're going to be doing specifically. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me. Do we have any questions tonight? Okay.
Mayor,
You man.
thanks for coming, Mr. Wayne. We go back a long way. A long way. In terms of the new development, when you were talking about that for Canton, are you talking about specifically Makita stuff?
Well, it includes Makita stuff. It includes new development that Makita is currently trying to get zoning and all the special exceptions.
We need to talk.
Exactly.
You have my phone number, I'll give you
Right, and I don't want to just,
I understand.
okay.
I yield my time here.
All right. Anybody got any other questions for Mr. Jones? Okay, Dr. Whitehead?
How you doing, Mr. Jones?
I'm doing fine.
Have we made a list, or are you soliciting us to get together so that we can make a list of some things and actions that you would like for us to be, I guess, strategic about when we start?
Well,
Or do we have any groundwork so far?
I think the only list that has been done so far, you've given Mr.
Quincy.
You've given Mr.
Attorney.
Mercurio
Yeah.
a list. I will be assisting him,
Gotcha.
as primary.
Okay,
Now with administrative support and organization, that's a whole different thing.
okay,
That the mayor said he needed
right.
when we.
Got you.
Right.
Okay.
So that's more so in day to day.
Administrative.
Right, that's why you won't see me a lot, because I'm
Yeah.
meeting with the staff and the mayor and the department heads most of the time.
Right.
So, with that being the case, you're gonna actually have, I don't know, have you all had a retreat yet?
Not yet.
Okay,
We're working
in
on
that
it.
retreat,
Yeah.
all the women, you're gonna have to put your list together.
I got probably.
Okay, on some of the things that you're gonna be operating from at this board level, I'm trying to put together.
Okay.
So those are things that we'll be trying to do together and make sure we got everything and everybody on board that need to be.
Okay. I do want to also commend our board and Willis Attorney McCurro for placing on there a specific need for our parks and everything to be updated. Everyone around us, including, I think it was Ridgeland or Madison, received the $1 million grant to
Right.
update their update their parks. So we're in the right direction with making sure that our
Yeah,
Parks
he
and-
spoke with me about that the other day, and I told him to let me know, how I could run point on one side if he was getting caught up on the other side.
Right.
So we on top of it.
Okay.
All right. Okay, anybody else? Anyone else? And let me just say this, Mr. Quincy McCurro and Mr. Wayne Jackson are two dynamic individuals I'm sorry.
Anyway, Joe.
Kenny Wayne Jones, what I say?
Jackson.
Kenny Wayne Jones. Yeah, Kenny Wayne. So anyway, yeah, Kenny Wayne Jones. These are two dynamic individuals with a great skill set and a great network. So in order for us to get to where we need to go, we're gonna have to reach out and touch some hands and some hearts and some minds to get this city off the bottom. And I know where we are. We are on the bottom, but just because we're on the bottom don't mean we're gonna get used to being there. So as we go forward, these two dynamic individuals will be assisting the mayor in putting things out there on the minds and the hearts of people, and those who have the deep pocketbooks, because we want to look better than what we look, and we want to bring some things into the city of Canton that will benefit all citizens in Canton. So I just want to say that based on where they are and what we're planning to do, and we're going to work, no doubt about that. I know they are comfortable where they are, but there will be some weekend work on Saturdays, and we got to get it done. So with that, thank you, Mr. Jones.
All right.
And we'll be talking very, very soon.
And y'all should all have my number, so call me whenever.
Yeah.
Howard Young coming up next, he about to get 30 million, so make sure y'all have it.
All right. Saul Young, you got 3 minutes, but if you got something to give, I'll give you a little bit more.
I don't know if I'm going after that. But, to the mayor, board of aldermen, just wanted to give you an update on the outage that we had the Martin King Day. I know we had a couple of, quite a few complaints about contacting CMU, but just to give an assessment of what happened. We had two circuits to go out. It happened over around the 2 funeral homes over there by the Elks Lodge. And we thinking we couldn't find the evidence, but we did see where one of the different circuits were kind of scorched and things of that nature. So that's where it actually happened. I know people couldn't get in contact with us because CMU was on that circuit. So the actual business office and the actual service center was out completely. The generator that was supposed to kick on did kick on, and the actual dispatcher, she was running blind. So she was working with the guys in the field on the radio. That's why you couldn't actually get in contact with her. We did have a briefing. We always have a briefing after every outage. We have a briefing today to get that squared away. We have things in place for that going forward. We have a contractor will come in and look at replacing the actual generator. It's about 20 years old. We were able to keep it going, but once it gets to a point, you have to replace it. The next thing I want to talk to you all about is we had an actual storm prevention meeting today. We had our pre-meeting today. We'll be having our complete meeting tomorrow with all the department heads. So I just wanted to ask you all if y'all going to be you're going to put together some kind of meeting with the city.
Yeah, well, the direction is led by Mr. Albert Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page. If something happens that's drastic, what we normally do, any information we have, we will go directly to the mayor. That way, only one person is giving out information. There won't be any confusion. I just wanted to make sure that was okay with y'all, to make sure we continue that.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. White.
Okay, so we are entering into the weekend,
Yes.
and it's a full-on winter inclement weather blast headed our way.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to make sure that we are prepared
Yes, ma'am.
for anything that may happen, but also with the communication line.
Yes.
I was on the phone with, I had Chief Brown on one phone and Mayor Taylor on the other.
Right.
But we were trying to get in contact with someone from CMU, even if it's, a cell phone or whatever. I totally get that the phone at the station was down due to it being on the internet server. I get that, but we have to have some type of communication, in case things like that happen. We were out at the community center for hours, working in the cold, a whole lot of ladies. And so we just wanted the reassurance that, hey, we're working hard and everyone know.
That's right.
First, that everyone knew about the outage, but second, what can we expect to have implemented due to this weekend? We're expecting a winter.
Yes. Well, we did
weather blanket.
Yeah, we did get a new phone system in on Wednesday.
Okay.
So they were still working out some of the kinks, but what we've done, when you call now, if something like an outage happens, you will hear, the first thing you will hear, we are aware of the actual outage, we are working diligently to get things done, but what going forward, he will get the first call. That call will either come from me or from our operations manager, Marcus Brooks. Mhm. So that's how we're gonna work it from this point on. It'll be either me or Marcus Brooks, we'll contact the mayor. Now, if the mayor wants us to contact anybody else, you need to let us know. We'll have a list of numbers, who to hit, who to call, but we also will be sending out the actual link. The reason the link went out late is because she couldn't use the computer to send the link out. That's why that was, but we think we've got that squared away, the generators and everything. We're actually gassing up all the generators, starting first thing in the morning, making sure all that stuff works at the service center, making sure that stuff works. So, we just wanted to let you know that, we do appreciate the patience. We know it was tough because it was cold. Martin Luther King was a little short because it was a skeleton crew being a holiday. Not an excuse. Need to get done anyway. The next thing, are you all gonna send out a message on the radio about preparedness?
I was gonna ask it as a
Or,
part of our discussion.
I don't know how, because I don't wanna send somebody, y'all send something out and there's some confusion. We wanna make sure it's the same message. And if y'all are gonna do it, we can send you our splurge and then y'all can just add it to y'all, if that's okay.
Well, you can go ahead and do it since you got a plan in place.
Okay.
And just, somewhere include that the city of Canton is on board with what's going on. But I would love to read what you're gonna send
Oh,
out.
absolutely, I would definitely
Okay.
send it out, done.
All right.
And it's okay if I get with Mr. Davis, so we can make sure we got the wording and stuff.
Absolutely.
So we'll do that first thing in the morning also.
All right, but yeah, I want to put the emphasis on, I want to see it too.
Yes, sir.
Just to verify.
All right, no doubt.
Not that, I know that you have this subject and verb
No,
agreement.
but it needs to.
Yeah, we don't need anything out there that we don't agree with, so.
And more than one set of eyes is even better.
Yeah, and, as far as, yesterday's situation, I know you're not taught.
Yes, sir.
But I would love to be, a point of contact in the event of things like this, and, I would have no problem with calling each and every alderman and alderwoman, so, yeah. So we'll have that particular plan in place, because I had people knocking on my door and out in my yard, and,
Yeah, they know where you live.
you know, my life's out too, but, you know, some people get impatient with things, and I understand the weather, was, somewhat cold, and, you know, you may have ran your heat all night, but once that cold air starts seeping through, it gets cold in your home, in your apartments or wherever you live. I'm sorry, go ahead, Dr. Lady.
I have one more question, and Mayor, this may be for us to discuss along with, the directors for Canton, but I know Mr. Howard may also want to be involved in this. I would like for us to discuss, what is our plan for our homeless individuals who will be, you know, faced with some things at that time. We have several entities in Canton where we have people that displaced due to, for whatever reason, they're without homes, so we have to have somewhere for them to go. And I don't know if, no, but you need to be a part of the conversation, so you will know exactly.
In case
really-
you get those calls.
Well, in case your folks are also riding and you see somebody, you can also give them that information, because I know your people will be riding pretty much just to watch the streets and everything, so.
Okay.
I appreciate you letting me be a part of it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Is there anything else for Ms. Howard, Mr. Young?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, thank you for coming, Ms. Young.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry, Mary Ann.
You good?
Thank you for coming. I have two questions,
Yes,
and, not to piggyback on Dr. Whitehead's, but mine is concerning, meters. So
Yes.
are we 100% analog meter, digital meters, or are we still analog?
And, we're AMI, digital.
You're digital. Is there a cost for going back to an analog meter?
Yes.
Okay, would that be included, if a person wanted that, what would be the fee? Because I've had this question asked me twice. We can talk about this later, but I will be calling you
That's fine.
about it. But I wanted to know if anybody wanted to go back to the analog meters because of the fiasco that has been occurring with cost of the bills. You know what has been going on.
Yeah.
People are more comfortable with that, particularly they can read it better and they feel like it's clicking. It's not based on Wi-Fi. So at a later date, you and I,
Yeah.
we have to talk about that.
No problem.
I yield my time. Thank you.
Mr. Young, if you would, just put that on your agenda for next week.
Thank you.
And I'm quite sure at least 2 or 3 aldermen all the ladies and myself will be at your meeting next
Not a
week.
problem, we can handle that.
Okay.
And if you want to, we can talk before.
No, we're talking to me so everybody at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Same thing. Anything else? Thank you, Mr. Young.
Well, Mr. Mayor, I appreciate it, thank you.
Okay, and there is a penalty for going over in 3 minutes.
Mr. Jones said he was gonna take care of it.
We don't take credit cards and we don't take cash. All right, Mr. Ronell Listening Jr.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
To the mayor and the fine board.
Okay, Mr. Listening, you got 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Well, all right, I've been in touch with my alderwoman. I'm having a problem, a safety problem, been an ongoing problem on the corner of George Washington and King Ranch, and I do have pictures and I have sent some to Alderwoman Cynthia Allen along with video. People are coming down George Washington, driving excessively fast, coming across King Ranch into my yard. We've had actually 4 or 5 near hits, and then 2 hits were on the north side of our house. They took off the corner piece. My mother was there at that time. And then 4 years ago, actually hit the center of the house, and the only thing stopped the car from going through the house, according to the insurance adjuster, because the car was projected to have been going 65 to 70 miles per hour, was our steps, and they hit the back differential of the car and kept it from going through the house. Did over $20,000 worth of damage. And so I'm asking this board to consider putting some speed bumps on George Washington. Now, we do have a speeding problem on King Ranch all day, every day, all night. But no car has left King Ranch and came into our yard. But the cars coming down George Washington, right where it bears off King Ranch, are coming straight across it for a light turn grassy knoll into our yard and putting our lives in jeopardy. And it's happening over and over. And like I said, I'm willing, to submit pictures to you guys so you can see the track. I can be laying in my bed and I can hear a car in the middle of the night driving through my yard, speeding across my yard, hitting my house. And the last one, actually happened at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I had just gotten up from watching television. Had I been in there, who knows what would have happened. Caused a lot of damage. And so before something happens, before there's loss of life, before someone else loses their life, I know that we don't want to put more speed bumps in Canton. I've heard their arguments, but something needs to be done before someone loses their life. Thank you.
Before you leave the podium, let's see, T. Brown.
Yes, sir.
Please approach. Chief, I know you've heard the concerns of Mr. Lipsy. Is there anything that you would like to address? But I would request from you and the police department to up the patrols in that area. I live off of George Washington, and I can't really. I don't know of any speeding. I know no one is speeding up Left Street. I know that. At least I haven't seen anybody. But would you address the concerns of Mr. Lipsy?
Well, we would, this day forward, would up the patrol in that area as far as running radar with folks coming back and forth, up and down Kings. They've been doing some of it, but they've been doing it all over. But we would concentrate on that area there around the 4-way stop sign and what Mr. Lipsy said, right there at King Ranch over into, where's King Ranch, over, where George Washington over King Ranch into Brooksville. That's where it's at. So
Okay.
we would do that.
All right. And Lady Allen, have you assessed that area as far as speed bumps? Had Public Works come out and look at it? Measure
Yes,
how
I
many they
think
are?
I asked Mr. Coffin, would you mind coming, can Mr. Coffin come to the podium?
Yes, indeed.
Concerning, I spoke after we had that meeting, Ms. Coffin called me, and he said he'd gone by and seen the area, And my question was, we had all the people complaining about the speed bump last time, about the height of it. But I do believe that even if you couldn't get more patrolmen, that a speed bump would help to prevent, it'll slow you down. Cause we don't want anybody to feel like we're trying to lift 19 speed bumps. But we do want to stop people from going so fast down that road. So, Ms. Coffer, what did you find?
Well, we can put one right before you get to the yield sign, and they'll slow them down right before they get there. You don't have to have one.
Okay.
But one should slow them down. But then yield sign.
And we could determine what the height should be, because I remember last time people said the speed bump was so high, it was scraping their cars. So we get a chance to determine how high that bump should be with people going over it.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Mayor, I yield my time.
All right, I'm sorry.
It's right here.
Oh, sorry, I'm done. I have to-
And this just to, add to the think tank. I know I can't remember what's that road, but it's right before you get to Old Jackson Road. Right when you're coming around that curve, Jackson Ridge, right before you get to Jackson Ridge Road. It's not a speed bump list, it's like
Like the ridges.
like some ridges.
We put the stripes there.
The stripes, and that worked great in that area, and it's not a speed bump necessarily to scrape the bottom, but just to add that to the think tank, that if we could add those ridges there, cause it make you slow down, but it also, it brings some heightened, some awareness to, it's a, stop sign is headed your way.
Okay.
I think we should add that to the think tank more so than the speed bump.
What do they call?
It's like some bridges, you know what they call
Road
them?
speed strips.
Speed strips.
I mean, me and Mr. Garrett have ordered 4 different kinds to see which one works better. And is there anything from rumble strips to speed strips to just?
But it tends to work, especially coming from, what is that street
Old
called?
Canton,
Old
Jackson
Canton.
Ridge.
Yeah, Old Canton, because they really don't know it's a stop sign coming.
No,
If
they
you're
come down that
getting
hill
good,
and, yeah.
mhm.
You don't know. Okay.
And by the time you get to that church, you're at the stop sign, but that helps out a whole lot.
All right.
And just for the, just to let you all know, aldermen and all the ladies, that, the fire department doesn't like speed bumps in the streets, nor does the police department. They tear up their cars. So I just want you all to know that the rebuttal is gonna come to me, and, cause they're not gonna say it to you all, but, and even though it came to me, I still went forward with speed bumps, because that year was 4th of July when I saw the young man get hit and he was bleeding out of his mouth. It scared me. And I know a lot of citizens say that speed bumps gonna tear up the car, but I'd rather tear up a car than tear up a family, and losing a loved one. So I'm quite sure Chief Brown and Chief Luckett are gonna speak with me, as to what the opposition is, but we'll go forward and I'll convey the information to you all. Anything else? Mr. Cole, I know
If you
you,
would, Mayor, I did have a comment.
I'm sorry?
I did have a follow-up comment. If it's okay.
Go ahead.
In regards to what Ms. White said, me and Alderwoman Central Allen, we discussed that. We discussed the speed bump. We even discussed rail. But as a person who's living there, I hope that we lean towards the speed bump, because the guy that actually hit our home was drunk and high and didn't even know he hit our bump. We had to go get out of our house in the middle of the night when it imploded and pull him out of his truck. He didn't even know that he had hit our house. So this is not a case of someone just speeding or people just speeding, during the weekends, people are impaired or whatever. Just that might not alert them enough to not come into our yard or kill somebody. And just like you said, I'm thinking about not just waking them up, but saving my life. So I don't want to take the minimal route. I hope we do what we have to do, since this has been a reoccurring. It's not a one-time event. This has been a reoccurring event and has cost us $20,000 plus.
Yes, are you finished, Mr.?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, Dr. White.
I appreciate anything you guys do.
Also, Mr. Lipton, we, just to bring it to everyone's remembrance, we discussed this last board meeting, and we said that we were gonna give with, the supervisors, the Madison County Supervisor, but they're expecting to do some road work on King Ranch Road, so we were gonna try to see if they can add some of that piece inclusive of, so that we're not double working as well, so. We've been working with you and before you too.
We thank you.
Reverend Elizabeth. But Mayor stated that last board meeting that, I think it was, Banks.
Yeah,
We're gonna get with Supervisor Banks to
Yeah.
make sure that
Yeah.
that piece is added in when they start working on that road also.
yeah, they're planning to, widen it.
Mhm.
And I think there's a bill on that for about $80 million. I don't know what's going forward, but
I see the
everything.
markings in my yard, I see it coming.
Yeah,
Okay.
so everything that they've, since I've been in office, and everything that we've gone over and complained about, they've actually, answered everything from the restrooms in the park
Yes, sir.
to the light at the end of, King Ranch and Highway 22. So if that is the case, they may want to make some recommendations before anything is done. And, if they do, once we speak with them, I'll follow up with you and we'll go forward with that. Now,
Thank you.
Mr. Coker, are you recommending, speed bumps, up and down George Washington, or just it close in that proximity?
Just closing that process.
Okay.
Right before you get to the where they have to stop at.
I got you, okay. All right, okay, any other questions for either of the three gentlemen standing at the podium?
Thank you for coming.
Thank you guys for here.
Thank you all so much. Ms. Mary B. Grant, South Liberty Church.
Yes, I'm speaking on behalf of Dr. Grant. He couldn't be here.
What's your name?
Lamont Crowley.
Oh, okay.
I'm one of the ministers, the associate pastor of South Liberty. It's like say, good evening, Mayor, all the persons and the citizens of Canton. And I'm here to talk about the youth, the education department of South Liberty, where we try to help anyone who's furthering their education. Last year we gave out 4 scholarships in the name of Bertha Archie, who was an outstanding member of South Liberty passed a while back. The scholarship was set up in her name for individuals that are furthering their education in college. That's just for the young adults and older adults if you're going to college.
Let me interrupt you a second. What that particular dedication, wasn't that regarding people who were looking to extend their career in college with band activities?
With band, you mean marching band?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is for anyone that wants to extend their education.
Okay.
But you have to be a member, but it's for members of South Liberty.
Okay.
That part of the scholarship is. We also have a new program that we set up for young kids and young adults. It's called the WOW program. That's every third Saturday. And that's all citizens of anywhere can come and participate in that. It's more of a youth workshop where they have different activities, choir singing, theology classes, whatever the youth needs, that WOW is set up for them. Plus at this here activity, they're given a meal and a snack. We also have another activity.
Now, this particular event on Saturday, is it just designated to the South Liberty
No,
members?
it's for the members of the city, anyone in the city of Canton,
Okay.
or even outside of Canton that wants to participate.
Okay.
The other activity that we have for youth is from grades 1 to 6, and that's the summer program. And the summer program has been going on now for, this will be the 5th year. The 5th year where we mentor kids and bring their scores up so that when they're tested in the 3rd grade, they'll pass that test. And kids that have come through that program, and in that program also, we give them a snack and a full meal. And they are mentored, and it's from June. It's the month of June and the month of July. And it's been proven that when they come through that program, they bring their scores up. So every child that comes through there has improved their scores because they're getting now tutored.
Okay.
And then we have the Sunday we have a full breakfast every Sunday morning. So, and that's for everyone. That's not just for the kids. That's for adults too. But it's mainly for the kids first.
Okay.
So if the breakfast, if the food runs out, then if the adults want some, then they're just out of luck. But it's for the kids. It's just for the kids. But I'm here speaking on behalf because I just want to let you know that at South Liberty we are trying to be relevant in the community. Our motto is that we are rich, relevant, and ready. Rich in history, relevant in the community, and ready for the rapture.
All right.
But we feel that we want to let everyone, and we also have other ministries too, all throughout this here community. We are at the Daily Bread. We're at the nursing home, and this is every month. This is not just once or twice. This is every month, and we have different auxiliaries that go. Some auxiliaries go to both nursing home and the nursing home. Some just go to one or the other.
Do you all still have the men of the split?
We're men in session, yes we do. We still have that going on.
Yeah, I participated in it a number of times.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we just we're trying to be relevant, and I just want to let you know that we're trying to make a difference in our city. We're trying to make a difference, and the way to make a difference in our lives generally is to educate. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to educate. We really, truly are.
Okay.
Now, I have I'm going to go to my seat, but I have 2 requests.
Yeah, your time is up, so
I know.
go ahead.
I'm going to go to my seat.
Okay.
I'm here to ask this board, because we're going to rent out the multiplex building on the 14th of February. That's where we have a big fundraising gala there. It's a black tie event. And I was asked by Dr. Lee to ask the board if you could defray the cost of that so that we can put that towards the scholarships that we give out. That was the first request.
Well, let me interject there. Coming into this administration, the multipurpose complex is there to make money. And I know in the last administration we gave out a lot of in-kind and gave freebies out. And we were thinking that when we give it for free, nobody would be charging for anything. So it's not fair for I don't know if you all are going to do this, for the South Liberty Church to make money and you all not pay anything to the city for its use. So that would be a board's decision, but from where I stand, we need to be continuing to make the multi-purpose complex an asset, because there is some costs that go into it, manpower, cleaning it up, and all of those things. So I don't know what the board is what decisions they will make, but from where I stand, I'm hoping we don't do any more freebies.
Okay.
Unless you have if you have a 501c3, we can discuss it. But when you make money, you should pay for the activities you're gonna have going on in there. And so that's
we're giving the money out. We're giving it out in scholarship. We're not keeping the money that we make. We're trying to raise money, so the more money we raise, the bigger the scholarship we can give out.
But you're still making money, and we have to provide the cleanup and all the other necessities that go along with that, because we're going to provide overtime to get it done, and that is a cost that the city will be hit with. But again, if I don't have a vote, this board will vote on it, and we'll go forward.
Okay, and my second request is this. I have tickets to the gala. They're $50 a piece. This is another way you can help us to raise the money for the scholarships by attending the gala on the 14th of February and paying your $50. I have the tickets here. If you want to buy one, and if you can buy one, you can get all. I got 10 of them. You can get all 10 if you want. So that's my second request.
What's the date?
The 14th of February. And it's a black tie event. Plus you get a meal, you get fed. So it ain't like you're gonna pay $50 and not get fed. So I thank you for listening, hearing me out, and I'll sit back here and listen to the rest of you.
Okay, anybody got any questions? Anyone have any questions for, Mr. Crowley or Reverend Crowley? Which is it?
Whichever one you comfortable with.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Canton Jaguars, youth football, and see all in the place. Are they here? Canton Jaguars,
No, sir.
keep Canton beautiful.
I'd like to say good evening to everyone. Being on the board of the Canton, Keep Canton Beautiful, in the absence of Dr. Hines, we have, in your package, you should see a letter and a request that she have requested to ask for $1,500. And she has asked us, due to the fact she has a prior engagement, but with the event schedule and her calendar, she asked, will you guys be interested in making voting yes or no on this project. I have Mr. Melon Garrett and Jackson. Yeah.
The money we use for us to continue our effort with the Keep Canton Beautiful and the cleanup. The money we use for gloves, the trash pickers, garbage bags, the bags, snacks for the volunteers, and a lot of you are volunteers and leading the community. So we want to thank you for continue what you guys have been doing. The last cleanup was the largest cleanup that we have had in the city of Kent, and we appreciate that. We want to keep moving that forward. So the in-kind or the funds will be used to continue those efforts.
Mr. Garrett?
Yes, my colleagues have spoken, so we would like to petition the city for a donation.
Donation, okay. All right, go ahead, Dr. Whitehead.
I would just like to commend y'all because I think we were talking a couple of meetings ago about we see the difference that Keep Canton Beautiful has done in our city quarterly. Being a part of it.
I'll give more of that. Come on.
Having the stations, having the competition between the wards, we all like a good competition, but also having an area where we can go and eat and fellowship afterwards, and just having the station set up for each ward is awesome. And again, I commend you all, your board, as well as Dr. Hines for doing this for our city.
Thank you, Mama. And also, we're talking to Dr. Hines, we have, on some of the, on the website, we're putting some of the ordinance on the city about littering, educating the community. So it's not just basically, just little things that we're doing. We're talking about just trying to educate more the school system and just trying to get best. And the more you involve and include, things will get better. So that's basically, and trying to obtain bulbs and flowers and things of that nature. So that's a cost that she cannot retrieve. And so she's basically trying to get some things taken care of so we can just be inclusive with the community.
And then also we're getting ready to come into the spring of the year where we're putting out the flowers and things. So will that be inclusive of
Yes,
the bulbs and?
We have already purchased some daffodils. We have planted several daffodils in the community right there now. We're in the process of now getting some sunshine Augustus, getting some Laropia, Indian hawthorn, We have some things on the calendar to do, so basically we're trying to include and improve, some areas that we see that need to be improved right now.
So board, that also includes not just the trash pickup, but also the beautification of the city as well.
Right. Well, if you look at, going down Highway 22 West on the lighting project, those poles need to be repainted. You have, some things that we have talked about. The poles need to be repainted. If we can get that taken care of, or just some different things to try to get, spray and clean the poles up and just trying to give them CNG on some things, clean the bugs out. There are a lot of things in the meeting that we talk about, but we have to have some funding to try to, make some things, taken care of. So I'm just being a spokesperson now.
Jasmine, I apologize.
Any other questions for Keep Canton Beautiful? And I just want to say, as an alderman, I had about 20 cleanups over 6 years, and I don't ever remember seeing Mr. Garrett there. I'm a little bitter about that, a little hurt, a little jealous, but I'm glad to see you bring the expertise to the city. And I think that's how you was Johnson maybe one time, so yeah.
You saw me how many times?
How many times a week?
Oh, I lived there this year.
Oh, really?
Sir?
Okay, I just don't recall it.
Oh.
And I do apologize. Okay, all right. All right.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, okay, thank you all. And you said the donations, what?
It's not a donation, $1,500.
Oh, it's not a donation?
It is.
It's a donation, but it's a request for a donation of $1,500.
It's a donation.
Yes.
Well, who's the other group we gave $2,500 to, $1,500?
Can Garden.
Yes,
So they work in different from each other?
Yes, they work in different, doing different projects, they have different things, but they communicate together, but they have, different projects that we come together with. We also work with Keep Canton Beautiful. Canton Beautiful still work with the Garden Club also.
Now, who's the group that keep the front lawn of City Hall?
That's Garden Club right there.
That's Garden Club, okay.
And Avondale too.
Can we go ahead and motion to?
Okay. What we saying, Dr. Lee?
I was gonna ask for us to add it to the agenda, but we'll do that during the section right before we approve the agenda.
Okay. All right. IntelliSafe, Joe Payne. IntelliSafe, Joe Payne.
I think you said they're trying their date.
Okay. James and Associates, Tyrone James.
I think they have a scheduled conflict as well.
Okay. All right, approval of the minutes agenda.
Mayor?
Yes.
Before we go forward, we have some individuals who want to speak.
I'm sorry, yeah, you're supposed to be early. So therefore, they're not on the agenda, is Mr. Lawrence here?
Yes, he's here.
Come on, Mr. Lawrence, along with, I can't remember your name.
Jennifer,
Yeah. Okay, and this is about the home?
Yes.
Barney? Okay.
So we came from Nashville.
Go ahead and re-announce your name.
Okay, Jennifer Cameron, nice to meet all of you.
Okay.
Our home in 24 August 1st burned almost to the ground. It was due to, at this time, we've been told, there was intent. They burnt our house down. And we have been dealing with insurance for probably a year and a half. And we have not gotten any further than we would like to. So no funds have been processed to us. We've had to involve the Department of Commerce and insurance. What they do is regulate at this point, because it's taken so long for them to move forward, they get involved to make sure the process becomes better. It starts moving along, if you will. So when we got the notification from our neighbor that we were to come and explain kind of what's going on, we realized our home is sitting in the state that it is. It was to be my forever home. The sad part was everything inside the home had been completed. It was literally one day left. They were finishing the floors on the main floor and our home would have been done. So we're asking that we be given the time, because the process is slow going, to get everything managed. My husband and I, when we came today, we looked at the state of the yard, so we're going to get the branches and the things up. We put more boards up because people have pulled them down, and on 2 occasions, my neighbor has had to ask people to leave. They've gone in and stolen things blatantly from the home, including the cross from my father's funeral. So it's been a lot, it's been very emotional, but we're not any further ahead. So basically what we're asking for is time. And if you need a forum with us moving forward where we can communicate what is going on, we're more than happy to do so. But also too, the quotes that we're looking at are between $44,000 and $52,000, and we simply don't have that without the insurance being processed. And I know it looks awful, believe me, but it's the best we can do under the circumstance at this time.
Okay. Mr. Lawrence, what's your recommendation regarding this matter?
Well, I guess based on what you tell, it's still in the insurance claim.
That is correct, yes.
Okay, I think we may be to the city's advantage to wait till this claim is actually settled. However, if they're gonna board it up, make sure the property is secure and all the grass is cut, and so to make it presentable to the public, then I think we could have open channel communication, so we know exactly what's going on with our project. And I think the board should give it a time.
Okay. Dr. White?
Oh, no, that's Mayor, Pro Tem.
Oh, Mayor Pro Tem.
What's the address again?
304 East P Street.
Is that Heart's Content?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's a good.
So we've heard the recommendation of Mr. Donald Vaughn. Will we take any action on this today?
You can add to the agenda.
Okay. Dr. Anderson, you will add it to the agenda?
Right, we'll add it to the
Okay.
agenda based on what Mr. Lawrence said.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
No, just, Mayor,
You may.
just make certain that you are communicating with her.
right.
So, because we don't really want people complaining
That's right.
about it, because if we don't stay on top of it, more than just other people say, well, you let them do this,
That's right.
and their house is like that, so just please stay on top of it.
Okay.
I know you can't rush insurances, trust me, I worked for one for a long time, you cannot, so I understand, I yield my time.
You may. Dr.
And my heart goes out to you for what happened with your home. But, you know, in the process, as all the woman, I haven't said, the property, try to keep the grass cut.
Well, just to interject, we did have a gentleman, Greg, who was our contractor. He came out 5 times, he billed me 5 times. To have the yard done. But you're right, I didn't realize how many like massive tree limbs have fallen. I'm sure the fire too made them brittle, so there's a lot of that. So we will get that taken care of, and I will talk to a neighbor and see if I can't get some assistance to have it absolutely touched or
Thank you.
If you would allow me to echo what Dr. Allen said, if you all remember Katrina hitting the Gulf Coast of Mississippi, and there was a big headline concerning an insurance company that Nationwide is not on your side. I still remember that. And I work for an insurance company, so I know. Yeah. Okay, anything else? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Approval of the meeting. Approval of the meeting.
You got a couple things to the agenda.
I'm sorry, I
We
can't.
need to add a couple
Couple
things
things
to
to the agenda.
Okay.
Ready for the items?
I am.
I'd like to add to the agenda, the home at, 304 East B Street. Recommendation of, Mr. Lawrence to, give them extension and, pending their cleanup and securing the home. We will give them, grant them the time if they do those things that he's asking for.
I so moved, me a second.
All right, there's a motion and a second.
Yes.
Mayor,
We had another item.
can we just do them all again?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Can we just add all of them and then do one vote?
Yeah, absolutely.
You also have the, I think Mr. Cope recommended that, the Reverend Lips's, that area, a speed bump right there at the end of George Washington Avenue right there, she's going to that hill area, to add a speed bump there.
Okay. So as for the speed bump, we're gonna get some type of, conversation going before the supervisors to see what they recommend before we put the speed bumps down.
Yeah.
So, I know they had their meeting this morning, but I think I'm supposed to meet with, Mr. Banks on Thursday. So we can go from there, and after the conversation, then I'll bring it back to the board. Will that be okay with you, Mr. Lewis, if you still here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just to let you know, we're not gonna drop the ball on this, but there should be some conversation. It's been so hard for us to get things, in the city since we annexed that area out there. I don't want any, reason, for what we have going forward in the future to be rejected.
Yes, sir.
Because we didn't communicate or sit down and talk with them. I know that they can be somewhat particular sometimes, and I just wanna do the right thing and follow that course. And then, you know, I will give you a call and give you an update once that conversation is had.
Thank you very much.
Is that okay? Okay. All right.
Okay, we need to add also, for consent and approval. I thought we had placed it on here for her to, for the public comment for the Kathy Amos initiative. I thought it was, I saw it on the previous one, consent, agenda.
Yeah.
I don't know, I sent a letter out to the governing authorities with Dr. Amos, she sent a response to me, and I forwarded it out to the governing authorities. So that's the only input that I had on that.
But did we invite her?
We did last week. We said we would.
Yeah, you don't recall our conversation Friday, when you said, once you send out with her response.
Oh, yeah, is it we on the agenda?
No.
If it's on the agenda, I'm fine with that. I just thought that response was enough.
So her response, she cleared that part up.
I don't know, I can't speak for you all, but the question was, her clear for you all, for the governing authorities, not me.
Is she here?
I don't think no one contacted her to ask her to do something.
Oh, okay.
But I thought that was the last thing that Attorney Banks was stating, that she was gonna ask her to come tonight.
No, I didn't ask, I just asked you a question, did you all?
But I think that's what we asked, that you were, the last thing that we stated was that you was gonna reach out to her to ask her to come and clear up those misconceptions.
I asked her to clear up the misconception, I didn't ask her to come. No, I did not do that, I didn't hear that, that was never communicated to her by me, no. I just asked her to clear up the misconceptions you all had.
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
and the last item we need to add, Dr. Whitehead's, statement, you said you wanted in the minutes.
Yes.
So, let's add that also to the agenda.
Okay.
Yes.
And then also, we need to add, to keep Canton beautiful request
Yes. Yes.
for $1,500.
Yes.
But I'm also requesting that we, call and invite Kathy Amos back so that she can speak about her initiative. So that we're not constantly, she asked this since October, so we need some finalization.
Agreed. So, is it
the board's request for her to specifically come back and not just clarify those issues, but to come back.
Come back and clarify. I think the board wanted her to ask her a few more questions just so that they can be sure.
So do you want me to do that? Because I think maybe some of the issues is, I think for clarification, for future purposes, not just for this, it needs to be clarified who's doing what. So you want me to request to not families to come back?
It didn't matter to me. I was gonna go with what was normally done. What was the normalization of reaching back out to anyone to place them on the public comment?
Well, what we should do, the Dr. Anderson reach out to her, and then at that particular point, when she's at the podium, we can ask the specifics, and I'm quite sure the attorney will be here to do whatever needs to be done from a legal standpoint. The board okay with that?
And we also have to have a question, South Liberty, there.
Okay.
We can add that to discuss it, or move up or down.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, the use of it, more depending on the date, and say, well, that date was available or not. I don't see him back there. Ms. Davis, Ms. Davis, is that date available?
For the, what's that third
On the 14th. For the, South Liberty is making a request to us, so we're gonna talk about it.
I have, most likely have done a contract, that's basically, we try to get them to do a contract. They actually waive the fees since they have already did the contract.
Okay.
So
they're the first ones that to request it. You don't have anybody else have that requested the multi-purpose at this time?
I don't know.
They'll pay you.
Yeah. They probably don't put their contract most likely, they name on,
If you have somebody else for that date, that would clear up things for, Reverend Crowder and South Liberty, but at least we wanna have the opportunity to speak.
Or they're gonna use the place anyway, regardless.
Yes, so they have already requested with the contract.
Oh, okay.
They'll come to you guys just for in-kind to waive.
Okay.
That has always.
It wasn't obligated.
Yeah, when I try to get individuals, I tell them, I can't waive fee, but if you wanna make sure you get this date, do not wait on the Mayor Board of Alderman. Go ahead on and read the contract and then give them, give the chance, because the date can change within 8 to 10 hours.
Right.
It could be available today and tomorrow someone else can call and do a contract.
Okay.
And how much overtime is projected? Because I know you gotta go in, set it up, and then you gotta send somebody out there after everything is over, clean it up.
Well, different events are required to do, according to how the event is, from the restroom to the kitchen, it requires doing different things. Sometimes individuals throw cigarette butts all out in front, they have to pick those up. It's just different events require different ways you have to clean up.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
And I know this is an agenda item, but keep in mind now, I know in the past administration, we had quite a few people coming and wanting an in-kind. And if it is to make money, and keep in mind, we got about a $700,000 roof we gotta put on this particular building. And it's designed to make money. I understand, and I'm all in support of events going on out there, but, we just can't always give it away. And I know that, with all the issues they have out there with the roof, and we've got to get it remodeled, and, but just giving it away, and I'm not anti-church or anything like that, but I am pro-Canton in making the monies that we need to make. What is that contract fee, Mr. Davis, $600?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The $500 deposit, $250 for the kitchen.
Yeah, so the same thing goes forth with, other things that go on in the city. We have that stage, and most people come saying that it's for the children, but it ended up not being for the children. It's an adult situation, and we make no money off of it. So I understand that this is a capitalistic society, and we have to look at it that way. But again, I know I don't have a vote, but I hope that we're looking at this wholeheartedly as to what we're gonna do. And in the past, we've had to turn some people down because we can't continue to give in-kind gifts and not make anything. So with that, the mayor will entertain a motion on Roman number 2.
We got to do a motion to add these things to the.
Oh, I'm sorry. The mayor will entertain a motion to add, to Roman number 2's agenda.
Yes, a motion, may I like to motion that we add the, address at 304 East, East Street, to give them additional time to get that home boarded up and the yard cleaned and kept in such fashion until they can get the insurance, resolved. Also add, speed bump at, King Ranch and George Washington. And add Dr. Whitehead, statement, to our minutes. A request for Keep Canton Beautiful up to $1,500, and South Liberty Missionary Baptist Church, request in kind for the use of the multipurpose complex on February 14th.
Again, let me put emphasis on these, King Ranch project. Will you all allow me the opportunity to speak with the Board of Supervisors first? And, based on that conversation, we'll come back and revisit this particular item now.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
Okay. That's the motion.
All right. I have a motion regarding Roman number 2. Is there a second?
We add to the agenda.
I'm looking at
So,
this.
West make a motion to second.
All right. Will make the motion. Is there a second regarding adding it to the agenda? It's been motioned and properly seconds. Therefore, what is your vote regarding this matter?
Allen, aye. Diamond, aye.
Wells, aye.
Brown,
Whitehead, aye.
The ayes have it. Motion carried. Now, the mayor will make entertain a motion regarding Roman number 2, approval of meetings agenda.
So move with additions.
Second.
There's been motion and properly second. You said so moved with what?
With the additions.
With the addition, okay. There's been motion and properly second. What is your vote regarding this matter?
Diamond, aye.
yeah.
Allen, aye.
Wells, aye.
Whitehead, aye.
Brown,
Ms. Allen, did you vote?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right. The ayes have it, therefore motion carries. Roman number 4, Dr. Anderson.
That'll be Roman 3, Mayor.
Roman number 3.
Approval of December 16, 2025, January 6, 2026, January 8, and January 12 meeting minutes.
Mayor will entertain a motion regarding Roman number 3.
So moved. Second.
It's been motion. Okay, it's been motion and properly second. Dr. Anderson, what is your unread? Dr. Whitehead. I got all these doctors at the table.
Clerk Anderson, is it possible for us to get, once we do approve these, meeting minutes, if we can get a copy of, it electronically sent? After the signature, with the signature. Got it. My unread is all.
Okay. It's been motion and properly second. What is your vote regarding Roman number 3?
Whitehead, aye.
Diamond, aye. Allen, aye.
Wells, aye.
Brown,
The ayes have it, motion carried. Roman number 4.
Approval of the January 20th, 2026 claims and contractual claims not paid.
The mayor will entertain a motion regarding Roman number 4.
I make the motion, Mayor.
Is there a second?
I'll second with unreadness, Mayor.
Is it unreadness? Go ahead with your unreadness, Mayor Pro Tem.
Yes, sir. Mayor and Board, just looking at the contraction claims docket, I shared with the clerk, there are a couple of departments, who, been running behind for some reason. The bills are double, and, need to get an explanation on why that is happening.
Which particular department?
We had several in the landfill department. that were, end up double this month. Also, the NBA, theirs were, they just sent theirs, the NBA just sent theirs from September and October, from last year, but they were dated, for this year, for January. And we also had, waste management, the dumpster that we use at the multi-purpose, it's been a couple of months behind. They had some statements in there, that from October to November last year.
Okay.
So I don't know how that, managed to, come up. Also in court services, they had in our folder, in the invoices, they had, refunds that they were giving back. And the original, we don't know what the individual paid in the beginning. All we see is receipts that they're saying, and they were not signed. Then when you swipe your card, it says merchant's copy and you're supposed to sign. Those are not signed, but yet still, they're requesting us to give a refund.
Okay.
So I think we need better documentation, those type things.
I'll see Ms. Jackson. I know she's not here. Well, I'll see her in the morning. I'll go over this request. This was the dumpster at the multi-purpose. Mr. Davis, are you still here? Is there any information?
So, I don't know whether all of the bills come to the departments. You said some of the bills come to the departments and they don't come to the clerk's office initially. Right. So it's a disconnect somewhere.
Okay.
In regards to the dumpster, I think I came to you guys, they sent out what you call an overflow. And I think we, as we stated in our meeting with our Monday meeting with Mr. Gary, we're gonna go ahead and get some trash can put each one of the RV parks, because you have individuals constantly coming in and dumping their debris in those dumpsters, and that is causing the overage, and then they send us a bill later on. We have paid the person, but they come back and the guy come in and dump it because it's all over the dumpster. Okay. But I will. That's one way we're going to try to eliminate that problem there, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. But the main thing, Mayor, that those bills were October, November last year.
Yeah, well, so a couple of I think got misplaced when Ms. Reed got going through a transition with her husband. That may have been one thing that got misplaced. It may have gotten back. Also, too, that's I'm just thinking back now because I did some of them and I may have missed one or two. So that may have been a problem also too. But this year when her husband passed, we kind of got behind with something. And maybe
So, in the event of that mistake, we have a backup, a person that can fill in.
Well, myself is basically one who did that, and I may have missed it, and I apologize sometime maybe with Dr. Anderson. She normally is on top of it. I may have made a mistake on that part, and so I'll take the blame for that right there now. But Dr. Anderson, normally she's very attentive on some things, and we, between the two of us, we may have just missed that.
All right. Mr. Garrett?
I receive all my bills that come to City Hall that I know about, my big bills, especially Calico. And we pick them up out of our box. Try to do it on a daily basis. But the only thing I can say is that we process them and we get them. And I have them especially to email the clerk's office to try to get a PO so we get a turnaround on it.
All right. Anything else concerning your readiness, Dr. Mr. Williams?
No, I'm good. We need to just make sure that these things get taken care of in a time advance. Because as a municipality, we have to. If we're more than 45 days late, we have to pay that 1.5% fee to them. So we need to be very mindful of that.
Dr. White?
Attorney Banks, did we discuss at one particular time where it's 45 days from the time that the clerk did it? Or is it
45 days from the time they're received by the city. By the city.
So how are we, documenting the date that we receive it in the city?
I can't. They're stamped and they're logged, we log the mail every day. And
Okay.
we stamp when we receive it.
Okay.
And every mail that comes into the city, we hand log it in a binder that day.
Okay.
So we can always go back to that binder and
Binder.
see that on December 12th, we received whatever we received on that day.
Okay, so, it's going back to what, Pro Tem is asking, how did we get a year behind on a September
Yeah.
24 bill if we're logging it? How did we find it?
So, in actuality, when the department heads come get them, it's up to their administrative assistant to put it in that day.
Okay.
Most of the times, I don't get claims out the items until that Wednesday that
Okay.
I ask for.
Okay.
If you go ahead and process them, when you receive them, you go ahead and turn them in, they won't get lost in the shuffle.
Gotcha.
So the
Okay.
department heads are picking them up every day. Their administrative assistants are holding them and waiting until I say, okay, today is the last day that I'm gonna accept claims out the items. At that point, you're trying to rush to put them all in.
Okay.
That's not efficient or effective. You're gonna miss something that way.
So, I think Alderwoman Allen also emailed and asked that if we have any bills that's outside of the 45-day window, for those to be placed separate. That way, the same way that we're doing now, discussing it separate, that we can go ahead and approve your claims docket, but then discuss the old bills as in why. And that way you'll have claims docket approved, and then those individuals with some late bills turning in to you, that accountability goes back onto those directors to address those late entities.
So do we want them on separate claims docket or just don't put them in as a claim?
Don't put them in on your up-to-date claims docket. It'll be a separate all business claims docket. So it'll be,
Okay, gotcha.
and as we clean up, we won't have that on here as much at all.
Gotcha.
Eventually, because I'm pretty sure they'll get tired of the mayor bringing them forward asking why are we late past the 45 days. But if they have to get in front of us, I think that'll help clear that up as well. And then your claim docket will be cleared, but the old business of the individual, that may have missed something, we'll have a separate time to discuss those.
Okay.
So,
on what?
yes, sir. So can Clerk Anderson, even though if those invoices come to City Hall, and since she's keeping the record, can she go ahead and open them and stamp them before she send them to them?
I don't have a problem with it. Is there any objections to that?
No, that's no problem.
Yeah, that way. Yeah,
They come to me, they're addressed to the city. Most of our statements are addressed to the city clerk, the city of Canton City Clerk. So we do go ahead and open them to see we have to open them to see what department it goes to.
Right.
So we open them, we stamp the date that we receive, we log it, and we put it in their boxes. But I have sent multiple emails asking that you process it when you receive it. I have documentation of those emails that I have sent to department heads and their administrative assistants. Because it does become a hassle. It's even a hassle to me when I receive everything on a Wednesday when I could have been receiving it across the 2-week period.
That's a problem.
I have the documentation and emails to show that I requested it before, but unless you have good record keeping, it's hard to get those statements every day and wait until the week of the meeting to try to process.
You can't get it. Okay. Resolve that. Thank you.
Thank you. One more subject matter within that your readiness, and that was with the MBA. Is there a response to that?
No, MBA statement is dated.
Yeah.
It has on the top of their stuff, they sent it.
They just said it.
They just sent it. Why they hold, they held it.
Yeah,
So what it has is beside the employee's name, it has the date of service,
Right.
but at the top it has the date, they printed their invoice, and it was January.
Okay.
And this is just for consideration going forward in the future with the concerning MBA. We all know that they moved out of the city of Canton, they moved to Lufkin. So therefore, we may need to consider, and I would love to consider bringing G.A. Carmichael in. They do the same thing.
Yes.
So this will be at another meeting, but just to have that under consideration as we go forward.
I agree.
All right,
Mayor,
you may.
I got one question for
On the court service, maybe the chief or the Wells, if you could. I'm just trying to identify this Mississippi Department of, is that Finance?
Oh, those are court fees.
Fees, court fees.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
all.
they sent a monthly.
Right.
Okay, because it was a large amount.
Yeah,
Like
it's a court fee.
It's
Yeah.
assessment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's by the state.
Okay, that's all. That's it. That's all.
You got Chief?
No, that's what you
I
did.
just want to ask a question about when, Ms. Webb was saying that, we paying back out money. When you come to court and you're found not guilty or whatever, they might have already paid, like over in the police department, they'll pay full fine. And once they pay the full fine, then they come to court, or even if they're paid here,
Right.
then they have court, and if they're found not guilty, then that's when we return the money back.
Okay, but my question was, we never knew what the initial, assessment was. All the receipts in there, they're showing, pay back this, reimburse this total amount.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but
Yeah.
it's fine, that's fine, that's.
Yeah, but it didn't say, Mr. Wells' initial assessment was this.
Yes.
It said paying back this, and that's all it showed.
I got you.
And those three people, I think, was from January last year, so.
Okay.
They're old cases.
We take it.
Yeah.
So I know on Wednesdays you have meetings with, Ms. Jackson, so if we would discuss this with the.
No problem.
Okay.
Yeah, and make sure they
Just
sign
the
it.
expectations of the board.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Because if you don't sign that merchant's copy, you can count, I can argue that, I didn't sign that.
So, well,
When they run the card, give the receipt, it says merchant's copy, but there's no signature on it.
well, I know over in the police department, what we do is if you pay, if I pay for you to get out of jail, ask for your driving license, we attach that.
Right.
Copy of that with the receipt.
Right.
So, I understand what
Yeah,
you're saying.
these receipts were not signed.
From the merchant?
No, from the person.
Just requesting reimbursement.
Right, when you go with it, they give you the receipt and we supposed to sign it.
And he did.
Yeah, I supposed to sign it and give it to court services, but I saw one sign and
So I can
Yeah.
get my money back and it's not
right, and I signed
one
it.
I find.
Right. Thank you, Chief.
No problem.
All right, thank you, Chief Brown, and, as we go forward in, the Board of Aldermen in their meeting, please allow me the opportunity to recognize you before you speak. All right, Alderman Wells, you're ready to.
Resolved, yeah, resolved votes.
Therefore, it's been a motion and properly second. What is your, vote regarding Roman number 5?
Wells, aye.
Brown eye.
Damn it,
Waiting on Dr. Whitehead. Nay. Ayes have the majority, therefore motion carried. Roman number 6.
From the 5, Mayor, it says approval of payroll documents.
I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. The mayor will entertain a motion regarding Roman number 5.
Second.
It's been motion and probably second. What is your vote regarding this matter?
Whitehead, aye.
Pen,
Wells, aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Roman number 6.
Number 6, consideration of approval of amended ordinance for discharging a firearm and carrying weapons on commercial premises.
Are there any discussions regarding Roman number 6 before we get started?
This is discharge.
Yeah, discharge, firearm.
I do.
Dr. Whitehead?
I know that this ordinance has been in place, but I do think it's befitting that we do just recap what this, ordinance is, so that as, we'll know, as well as our constituents know, and our wards will know, what does this ordinance mean for the city of Canton? It's been in place, but if there's any update to it, and also, Chief Brown, if you would just go on record as in saying, what does this ordinance mean? So when we have, 4th of July coming up, as well as, different holidays or period. You know, last night I had some rattling noise in my ward, and so we had to hit the floor quickly in Ward 2. And so we just need to know, what does this ordinance mean in our, you know, especially with us having several people coming up saying that they need some help. And I think we stated that we're gonna start first by making sure that everyone knows the policy and where we stand with taking back our city from crime.
This ordinance means that the city of Canton will have zero tolerance for discharging firearms in the city limits. The price has increased. I hope that's what you're gonna vote on. Yes. Increasing the price from $500 to $1,000. And also loud radio noise as far as playing the music loud from the vehicles. And also these loud cars up and down the street also. So we're adding to the ordinance that we already have in place, just putting a little more teeth into it to assure people that we won't tolerate all of this action that's going on in our city.
So, Chief, if I shoot someone, can I also be charged with, would that be aggravated assault?
You could be charged with aggravated assault and also discharging the firearm in the city.
That's what I want.
The aggravated assault would be a felony, and the discharge of the firearm in the city limits would be a misdemeanor. And that you have to be proved, and it's still, you're still innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
But if I'm found guilty for shooting someone,
then you'll be charged with aggravated assault and discharge of firearm in the city limits.
Okay.
Yes.
And we definitely don't want it all the way to shooting anybody. Dr. Down, all ladies down.
I thank you for taking the initiative to add on, because we do need to have some strict rules in Canton, because as she said, I noticed it in my neighborhood, and I didn't know whether to lay on the floor or what to do. But I thank you for coming up with something and being active and carrying it out what's already been in place for a while. And adding on, I thank you.
I do thank this board for taking the initiative. We want to upgrade this ordinance on the fine costs, whatever, but still remember that we have to catch these people in the act before we can charge them. You know, I can't have Dr. Whitehead call him and say, you know, it's a shooting. I can't have her saying that, but we need to get over there and get in place and catch the perpetrator that's doing it before we can do anything. You know, Dr. Allen, don't be shooting. Don't you be shooting.
And I know Chief Brown and I have had several conversations regarding this matter, and also I know for the holidays, you can't distinguish a gunshot from a firecracker. And we need to truly look at that. And, you know, I've thought several times that we need to ban those types of things in this particular city because, you know, firecrackers can disguise a gunshot. And then we get people up here at the city saying that someone shot up my house. So I understand the tradition that goes behind that. But I think we're running out with the tradition. We're abusing it to some degree. And that we can't, we just cannot tolerate it. I saw one of the Facebook posts when we sent out information on this particular holiday, and the comments were, yeah, they say that, but they really don't care because they're not doing anything about it. Please let it be noted that that is not the case. We do care. We are concerned, and we need to put our teeth in it, as Chief Brown stated, and we need to come up with a plan of action going forward. I don't know how we're going to do it with the vendors who are selling these fireworks that's sounding like bombs and guns. We've got to do something about this. So, anything else, Chief?
Just want to thank the mayor and the board, and also thank the attorney for looking into the ordinance that was brought to her and brought to y'all, and shit out there for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else? I know that there's been a motion made and,
I have a discussion. Need a motion.
there was no motion?
I have a discussion.
Oh, I just got into the conversation, okay. All right, I apologize for that. Therefore, the mayor will entertain a motion regarding Roman number 6.
I so moved.
It's been motion, is there a second? Who made the second? Okay, it's been motion and properly second. What is your vote regarding Roman number 6?
Allen, Down,
Wells,
Canton,
Why
Brown,
Ayes have it, motion carries. Roman number 7.
Consideration of approval of amended ordinance of garbage and trash from once a week to twice a week service and increase fee accordingly for all residential units premises within the city limits of Canton, Mississippi.
I got one question for, before we, take a vote. I got a question for Mr. Garrett. Highway 43, I know Mr. Colford, is he here? Yeah. Mr. Colford, you come. There's some concerns about Highway 43 and the city limits. Are we taking care of that area also?
Yes.
Okay, so have you put your eyes on what's going on out there today?
Yes.
Okay, and when do we plan to take care of it?
We don't get it anymore.
Okay.
I had talked to the man on the phone. I told him what we'll start on is just go out there after every weekend, because that's when the stuff happens, after the weekend. So, you know, I tell him about what's the mess on 22 today. Look like somebody did go up back up here, close out of that. So I tried to hit these holiday every day. We know what is bad, you know.
Okay, and Chief Brown, I know we're asking a lot of you, but patrol on Highway 43, especially the city limits, can we upgrade that or be more visible in that particular area?
Sir, yes, sir, we'll do our very best to try to catch all the people speeding.
Don't be speeding.
They're easy.
Yes, sir, to answer your question, yes, sir.
Okay, all right, thank you all, thank you, both of you. Therefore, the mayor will entertain a motion.
Pull over everybody.
The mayor will entertain a motion.
I so moved.
I'm allowing, Alderman Payne to get his point.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Okay. All right, the mayor will entertain a motion regarding Roman number 7.
You have that unread. You got a motion and a second. I got unread.
Okay, oh, who is the unread?
I got the unread.
What's your unread?
I'm gonna speak with, ask Mr. Garrett to explain this and what kind of time frame we're looking at, cost and all that. We read what it needs to be, stated. I know that needs to be stated. Along that.
Good evening, landlord. This endeavor to transition to twice a week services for the city. We already at twice a week for the newly annexed, for the annexed area. The rate is $25 for twice a week there. And we're proposing similarities to that. Along with that, some of you that were here when we
Similarity, put that dollar amount there.
I might say, yeah, because it
You don't say something like
$21.
$25 per home.
Okay. Twice a week.
For twice a week service. We I believe it's in 23, our number room truck went down and we had to contract with Waste Management. I think it was $3 per home, and what we were paying. We averaged for that year about $120,000, $20,000 per month for knuckle boom service. As of right now, the city does not charge for knuckle boom services for disposal or pickup. Disposal at the landfill, I looked at the tonnage rate we get somewhere around 67,000 tons of material. We don't charge ourselves for disposal either, for MSW. There's a cost associated. I think I've heard that can kick down the road several times this afternoon. There's a cost associated with everything that we do. We paid them $120,000, and we bought a $220,000 truck that is paid for really out of landfill funds. We installed an engine in the other truck to get it back running, $50-some thousand. So we had $300,000 in knuckle boom services. We're trying to strengthen the ordinance for contractual tree trimmers in the city of Canton. So we want to keep Canton beautiful and keep it picked up, but there's a cost associated with that too. So I'm proposing that we do a roundabout for the knuckle boom services. That we just do a flat rate $30 across the board. And that would be inclusive of everything that we do, except for contractor services. Because we're getting a lot of houses that people are cleaning out. Mm-hmm. And I mean, when I say cleaning out, they're cleaning out. And we have to stop and go clean up behind this. And there's no income for that. There's a cost associated with sending people back out there to pick up that much material and that much weight and disposal. As you all know, we're looking at moving forward with our landfill, and we're talking about borrowing money. And we got to think this thing through differently. And I'm proposing that we do a $30 across the board for rubbish or knuckle boom services and garbage, twice a week garbage collection for the entire city.
Mayor, if we can change that.
Yes. You finished, Mr. Garrett?
Yes, sir.
All right, Alderman Brown.
Mr. Garrett, you down with the new proposed services, you're doing it 2 times a week, plus all pickup as far as knuckle boom services. Are we gonna be able to handle that with the manpower you have and equipment that you have at this point? Because like I said, you'll be additional pickup and collection of all. Because once we say we gonna pick up everything on the corner, they gonna say everything on the corner that they can. And now we saying that we gonna pick it up.
We're strengthening the ordinance against contractors and tree work. So that still be the same. The contractual work, we won't pick up a contractor come to town charging you to cut a tree down and then put it on the street for us to pick it up. We're deviating from that because at times we get calls that we have to go out and pick up stuff that we know contracts that we have pictures, we have documentation.
I'm speaking to like when a homeowner may sit out a whole living room set, a whole dresser, and that's what we now gonna say we gonna pick up. Because they gonna sit it out there, and they've been sitting it out there before we said we gonna pick up. So once we say that we gonna be able to pick this up, that means everybody who got it gonna sit it out there.
Well,
can we handle it?
Yes, to answer your question, we are advertising for one more side loader truck. That's gonna give us what we need in that arena. We also have both knuckle booms running right now, and we are budgeted to take on I think 4 more employees, and we're interviewing people as they fill out the applications. We're interviewing people, and we're cross-training. These people are versatile. They drive both vehicles, all vehicles that we have, whether it be sweeper. I spoke with the man earlier today about, I think we have 8 trucks that we expect to run around 40 hours a week. That's the garbage trucks, the 2 knuckle booms, the street sweeper. We run those trucks. And 5 garbage trucks that we have, and the other trucks. So we have at least 9 trucks that we expect to be running all the time.
And the one thing, if I may implement this, I said to Mr. Garrett, as far as the contractual stuff, if we can't prove it, go ahead and take care of it because they pay for the service. And I understand the tree cutting and the sheet rock and all that, but if we can't prove it and we haven't caught people in the act of doing these things, I don't need them coming up here cursing me out because they paid for a service. So, other than that, we should be picking it up, when it's assigned to that particular board. Because once it rains on sheet rock, it becomes a mess anyway. And, if we're working toward beautifying the city, then we need to just take care of the stuff. But if you can prove it and you catch them in the act, that's a whole different story. Otherwise, they're paying for the service, I would make sure just take care of it. I know the tree cutting situation, on a couple of streets, and I know the ladies just raised tradition with me that they did it. And, I can't judge people, but, sometimes I know better, but we've got to take care of it because, again, I put emphasis on they pay for the service, so. Dr. Whitehead?
When will, if we approve this tonight, when can we expect this to happen with the twice a week? What day is the day that we're gonna be expecting twice a week?
I would say we would start this within 90 days.
90 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, also, do we have a communication plan? Even when we moved with moving from waste management to having our own, our biggest problem with our constituents was the communication. No one knew the day that they were supposed to have their trash out. No one knew who to contact if their trash was not picked up. So I think we need to go back to the drawing board also. Before this 90 days, we need to have a day of implementation, but we also need to have where we have communicated in several different ways, using several different entities to get it out to everybody. That inclusive of the flyers, that's inclusive of the mail out cards, that's inclusive of us placing it on Facebook multiple weeks, not just the week of, but every week, twice a week. We need to be saying, hey, we're coming to you twice beginning on this date. We just need to be able to overly communicate the days in which our wards can be expecting that Ward 2 will have pickup on Mondays and Thursdays or whatever. But we needed that flyer to be communicated inclusively so that I can say that my ward also received the mail out, as well as Mon can say that her ward received the mail out, and there's no one being left out of the communication. We have overly communicated and that our constituents know when this rollout will begin. But if it's 90 days, I would like to know an exact date that we can put it on a flyer to say, this week, this day, if it's Easter weekend or the month of April, first week of April, this is when two pickups a week will start. At least we'll know and we're able to communicate with our board, but also we have some type of in-hand flyer, in-hand mail-outs. I'm saying that for a reason. Because the last time we was asking, and some things, it was just missed just a little bit, and we had more of the concern of I didn't know, more so than anything. And we have it budgeted for with advertising this week.
Anything else, Dr. Wade?
That's all. I yield my time.
All right, I'll lay it down.
Also, thank you for going to twice a week, because I know some of my constituents really appreciate it. But the next question is, do you know what days? Will it still fall on those same 2 days, or will the days change? Have you considered what days?
Yes. We consider wards 1, 2, 3, and 4, the route that we run on Mondays.
Okay.
Mondays and Fridays.
Okay.
The other ones will be Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, okay.
Wednesday will be our bye-week. Our bye-day for maintenance and anything like if miss pickup or anything like that occur.
Okay. Anything else? I'll lay it down.
That's a minute.
Yeah. Hold on. Anything else? I'll lay it down.
That's it.
Okay. Mayor recognizes Alderman Wells.
Yes, sir. Mayor, on our draft, we need to change that twice a week pickup fee from 41 to 30.
I don't know,
Yeah.
so it's gonna be $30
everybody, correct?
That's it, Mayor.
All right.
Oh, we still haven't, I want to still did the ad with, Channel 3 to show how that truck
Yeah.
works and that process as well.
Now, I did talk to, Mr. Chris Fields on, I guess it was Friday. So, we'll get together and, hopefully in the next 2 weeks we'll have something together.
Mayor, that can be part of the communication. Okay, it's a new pickup fee coming your way. These are the dates that you all can be expected. Here are the days that Ward will be picked up, and here's how you should place your garbage can so that all of it can go together.
Right. Okay, so, Ms. Garrett, you say the date of execution, I mean, you're planning for 90 days, so is that 90 days?
90 days from when you're.
From February 1st.
Yes.
Because that'll put us right at May 1st.
Yes.
Okay, so, of course, as I indicated that, stated that Chris Fields and I did talk, we'll be getting together very soon, hopefully by next week, and we'll have something in place at that particular time. The 90 day of execution will be in place, and as Dr. Wadia said, it will become convenient as to what date we plan to go forward with this. You're right, we've got to truly and really get it out there, so, yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead. You man.
Mr. Garrett, is it $30 and that includes for the number one too, correct?
That's inclusive.
So, okay, I'm gonna put that language in the ordinance too, is that okay?
Yes.
Anything else for, Mr. Garrett? I know we have a motion and a second in place, therefore, what's your vote regarding Roman number 7?
Ken,
Damon,
Why did I?
Well,
Ayes have it, motion carried. Roman number 8.
Approve rate increases for garbage.
That's landfill rate, gate rate.
Okay, so approve rate increases for garbage and rubbish at the city of Kansas landfill.
That's gate rate. We are presently the lowest landfill to outside vendors that it is. Our rate is $40 per ton, Wasteland 80. Others, I think Meridian is like 125. So we're presently the lowest gate rate landfill. And with all the building up and everything that's going on around us, we're receiving a lot of waste locally. And so, one of the things that we need to do is to raise our gate rate on our rubbish landfill.
To what? From 40 to what?
To 40 to 50.
50.
That's all per ton.
I see.
You need to go to 60.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
One of the advantages that other landfills has is that they feed their landfill.
Okay.
We don't go out and get garbage from other cities
Oh.
and bring back to our landfill. And so that's the only thing about that. And then on the MSW side, we're not receiving a lot of waste because we were asked to decrease our rates until we get our new sales built, and then that's to be put into the plan for the new sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Garrett. And thank you for letting me know, because I have a question. How much waste do you think you get from Amazon?
I probably average, right now, I probably average about 100 tons a month from Amazon.
And we only charging Amazon?
No, we actually charging the contractor, not Amazon.
You only charge the contractor $40
$40 per ton.
Per ton?
Per ton. So if I get 100 tons, times $40.
And you're asking just until we get the new landfill, actually the language where we get this $125 rate that we're building into the contracts. You're wanting to only go up right now,
Yes.
$50.
$50 a ton. Two different landfills. I run two different landfills. I'm over two sites. We have two sites within the city. Class 1 and MSW. MSW is limited because of airspace.
Okay.
Class 1 is your local Amazon, anything that deals with construction debris.
What's the rate on that?
That's $40 a ton now. And it's cheaper because it's not a lined landfill. Meaning it's not a $2.5 million hole that we have to build to put waste in. We can actually put the waste in on clay, dirt that's already out there. So the expense side of it varies a lot, about $2.5 million or $3 million. To build a hole, to put garbage in, or to use natural resources to place waste in.
Yeah.
That's your rationale behind the difference in the rate. The landfills that MSW landfills are higher than the class 1 sites.
Because they build a hole.
Because we build a hole.
Well, let me ask you another question. So, I'm not saying that Amazon is the only person that's the construction company that's coming through there. We have a lot of other businesses that are coming through there. I'm assuming because of all this building because everybody's eyes is on what's going around Canton. You know, all this land, we got this land, we got this land. So I'm still stuck on this $40. And I'm stuck on you only wanting to charge a company that makes $15 million every 15 minutes. $40
Let me say, I'm
per
keeping
ton.
out of here, contractors.
I understand what he said.
I will explain
that. My concern is not that the contractor is the person to go between. You know, I get that. What I'm saying to you is, you just said we need to broaden our horizons. And we need to think differently because we have things that the city of Canton has to pay for, right?
Right.
Then I think that, maybe in the broadening that, we need to think that number is too low. That's what I'm trying to get to. And I know you probably considered that. But if that's all you're looking for, that's all we can consider. But I think that number, even where we are now, is too low. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Okay.
Now, I understand that you're dealing with a contractor, but I think that the contractor does not have an agreement, if I were to say, that is as low as what you did.
And
That's all I'm saying. I yield my time.
if I may,
You may.
Amazon is outside of my ordinance city limits of diverting waste. Meaning, my ordinance said anything generated within the city limits of Canton. So they do have another option. I'm just the closest option. So if I squeeze them a lot, they can run to another landfill. But because they're close to me in my proximity, but they're outside of my jurisdiction ordinance. See, I could force them to bring all their waste to me if that rock throwing distance said city limits. I got it. But as long as they're not city limits, then they have the option. Because the contractor may be coming from American Disposal or someone that has a landfill in Clinton or in Jackson. He comes up here, but because I'm the closest haul, he drops off here. Amazon pays him. He could make money both ways. He could just charge for his fuel and go down there, go to his own landfill. I don't have that luxury. Okay. But if he's in my city limits, I can force him to. That's the only thing.
So, I'm gonna cut you off there, Mr. Gary, because I know, some of this should be discussed in executive session. So I'm gonna cut you off with that, and I heard what you said about potential competition. So, we may want to bring this back up in executive session, okay? All right? Anything else for Mr. Gary? You may, go ahead.
I have a question about that too, but, I understand.
Okay, all right, sure thing. So we have a motion, been properly second, what is your vote regarding, is your lady satisfied?
Yeah.
Ms. Allen?
Yes, I give my time.
Okay. I thought we went to the okay, unreadiness, no unreadiness. Therefore, the mayor will entertain a motion regarding Roman number 8.
So move that this, be placed in executive session for further review.
Okay.
Second.
Is there a second? Okay, it's a motion and properly second. What is your vote regarding Roman number 8?
Allen, aye.
Galvin, aye.
Wells, aye.
Can't,
Why did I?
Alderman Brown, you vote?
That's it.
You did? Okay. Ayes have it, motion carried. Next, we have the consent agenda. And before we go into the voting process, with, to the directors and with the board's permission, we have quite a few people going to different seminars, according to the consent agenda. And I would love, as we go forward, to find out just what our employees are learning when they go to these seminars. So now, if the board doesn't want to hear it, I definitely want to hear it, because I want to make sure that they're retaining this information and they're applying it when they get back to the city on the way.
Yes, sir, Mayor, before we go to the consent agenda, you know, we had those other items we added to the agenda. We need to, have discussion and vote on those. 304, East B Street, Dr. Whitehead's, statement, Keep Canton Beautiful request as well as South River.
Okay. Okay, regarding, Peach Street?
Yes, it's 304 East B
304
Street.
East Peach Street.
You want a motion, Mayor?
I would love that.
Yeah, I motion that, we allow the, Ms. Cameron, who's the owner at 304 East B Street, to have additional time to board up and clean up that, property, since it was burned and based on what she, expressed to the board that she would, do it instead, come back to Mr. Lawrence. I motion that we give her that additional time.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
The motion and properly second, what is your vote?
Galvin, aye.
Wells, aye.
Why did I?
Tomorrow, aye.
can't,
Is that?
I voted aye.
I didn't hear you, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. All right. Yeah, ayes have it, motion carried. Next item, Mr. Wells.
The speed bumps, on King Ranch and George Washington, Avenue, one speed bump, placed there at that, yield area, in the yield area. That'd be my motion.
I thought Mary.
Oh, no, yes, sir, you said you go wait till you talk to the county.
Right, allow me the opportunity to speak with the board of supervisors, we'll go from there.
Okay, next motion is to, put into, the minutes, a copy of Dr. Whitehead's, Alderwoman Whitehead's statement, from the courts.
And I will also, once, the order is finalized, be given the legal filing of the statement.
You're gonna say something?
I was just gonna say, I just asked Dr. Whitehead, would she mind including the order in the
Okay. All right, there's a motion on the floor regarding this, item number, is there a second?
So move. All right, it's been motion and probably second. What is your vote regarding this matter, regarding the matter of Dr. Canton Whitehead?
I reckon.
I reckon
I'll vote yes.
So I hope that I reckon means,
I reckon yes.
Yes, you gotta miss it.
If I don't know nobody else that got my back, I know Liz Payne do.
always vote?
Yeah, we have about that.
And I heard Dr. Okay. I said the motion carries. Now we're back on the.
Keep Canton Beautiful.
Keep Canton Beautiful, okay. Is there a motion regarding this matter?
I motion for, Keep Canton Beautiful be awarded, is it awarded or donated? made a donation of $1,500.
I second.
It's been motion and properly second. What is your vote regarding this matter?
Diamond eye.
Wahid aye.
Allen, aye.
Wells,
Yeah.
Ayes have it. Motion carried. Brown, you said neighbor. Oh,
I used to be on the outside. I'm okay out there. It's lonely sometimes.
Stay out there working.
all right.
I'm on the inside this time. I'm with the
I got
the team this time. I'm the team player this time. I don't know about next week.
I got
It's, approval for the South Liberty, Church to receive an in-kind donation for the, Canton Multipurpose Complex on the
14.
date of February 14th. Is already under contract. What's your?
This one.
That's
Okay. All right, that's your motion. Is there a second?
Your motion is second.
All right, is there a second regarding this, agenda item?
I'll second it, man.
It's been motion and properly second. Therefore, what is your vote regarding this matter?
I have already, there's just a little bit here.
Go ahead.
Just a little bit. Because it's like you said earlier, we've already set a standard that we don't wanna give away something that the city makes money from. Huh?
I agree.
Okay, I just wanted.
And just for a matter of fact, I don't wanna open up the floodgates, because if
Yeah.
you do for one, you're gonna have to do for all of them.
Yes.
So, and it's no knock against South Liberty
That's
Church.
right.
It's
No,
just,
that's
the matter of what we're trying to build up in the city of Canton. I've indicated and stated, we have to put a roof on, the multi-purpose, that's gonna be almost $1 million. We have to remodel it, and with the prices of things going up for materials, of that nature, we're gonna have to put that bill. So I just want you all to be mindful of what we're doing, because now the next, entity that comes in, that's what we'll be pointed at. You did it for them, and you didn't do it for us.
Yeah.
And I know last year we took care of South Liberty with everything that they wanted to do, and, but that was under that administration. This administration is not bound by anything of the past administration. So, I just want you to put that to thought as we go forward. You gonna ready this,
Yes,
satisfied?
thank you, sir.
Therefore, what is your vote regarding this matter?
Allen, nay.
Allen, nay.
And then,
Wells, aye. Second.
Brown, eh?
Wahid aye.
Therefore, I think the vote is 4-2, the nays have it. Motion carried. Bill, I'm sorry.
Not yet considered, Jim.
I'm all out my rocker tonight.
Yeah.
Come on, Rocky.
No.
Y'all full time.
Let's consider, Jim.
All right, now we're gonna consider them again. That is my request to the board, that when we send people off to these different seminars, we need to be educated also as to what has taken place. I know Mr. Garrett goes to the smaller meetings. I know there's a base meeting, with, Mr. Williams. I know Chief Brown is going, and other people in the city are going to different seminars. So therefore, if the board doesn't want to take on the matter, I'm here all day. I would love to entertain it and just get an idea of what's going on. So therefore, the mayor will entertain a motion concerning the consent agenda.
I motion.
second to approve the consent agenda.
It's been motioned and properly second. What is your vote regarding the consent agenda, I guess we're gonna lump everything in.
Yeah.
What is your purpose?
Haven't unread.
Go ahead with you, I'm ready to dump this out.
I think for this one, because there's so many different places that we're going, I don't think we need to lump these in, we need to have an understanding. I see that, for yours, I think number 7, clerk, what is the IIMC annual clerk conference, is that international something? What is that?
Yes, that's the international clerk conference that they have. No, it's not international. Who's number you talking about?
Number 7.
Number 12.
That's their national.
What I'm seeing?
12.
Thank you, I put my glasses on, let me put my glasses on.
That's the national conference for clerks, municipal clerks.
Is this part of your certification?
Yes. And I'm also in that program that I talked to you all about.
And one more, this is, for, Mr. Cotton, and for number 11, Mr. Cotton and Mr. Brown, Chief Brown, and, they going to the DC. When y'all go to DC, is there something specific? I haven't been, so I'm just asking, is there something specific for their policy for them going?
Yeah, what I've observed going to all the NLC, National League of City meetings is, they have a heavy presence of police, and also they display a lot of the vehicles. I don't know what's in the vehicles, but if there's something that we can take away from that, I would love for the chief of police to go. And also, at the National League of Cities, they display a lot of heavy equipment. And with Mr. Cotton coming on board, we can get a better idea of how some of this stuff may be able to be utilized in the city. I know not all of it, but it's just something, when it comes to equipment and when it comes to the police department, I know I speak to these directors all the time, but I'd like to have them on first base as far as the knowledge, because it can become somewhat overwhelming if you don't work in it from day to day. And also, I know Mr. Cotton is new on board, but my goal as mayor, I plan to get every director and employee exposed to what we do and what we receive at these different meetings as we go forward.
All right. One more question.
Go ahead.
This is for planning and zoning. The MACE Educational Conference, Mr. Lawrence. What is that? In February.
And that's the Mississippi Association for Code Enforcers.
Okay. This where they get their additional certifications too?
That's what's correct.
And I assume that would be the same thing that's happening for the elevation certificate workshop?
Elevation certificate, that's actually dealing with the flood. That's teach somebody to make sure that structures are built up to base flood elevation. Which our ordinance said that these structures must be built up 12 inches above the base flood elevation.
Well, okay, both of them will get certifications though.
They will get training in there, especially on the basic flood. And the Mississippi Association for Code Enforcement, they will get some kind of certificate on that. The elevation certificate is to make them aware when they're going out to construction site, making sure they understand that this structure is built up above the base flood elevation, which helps improve the city of Canton flood insurance.
Go ahead.
That's all I wanted. I need my time.
And keep in mind with MACE, this is the Association of Code Enforcement. If you are in City Hall and you are over in building and development and you see our code enforcement officers, they're doing a wonderful job. And the more education they can get is going to truly benefit the city of Canton. The days of people straggling in and you don't know which department they're in, especially when they go out into the community or in these neighborhoods, they're identified by what they're wearing, they all have badges, and knowledge should also be a continuous effort. And again, and I quote, that knowledge is no good unless you share it. And that's what I hope that we're obtaining over in our building and development, that our code enforcement agents are out in the community and they can convey the information in a professional, and let me put emphasis on professional manner. So,
Thank you, Mr. West.
you're very welcome. All right.
Mayor?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yes, sir, Mayor. I clerk the conference in Reno, what are we looking at expense wise? Rich? We kind of have an idea of why she's looking at that. Also, Mayor, do we know who else is going to, DC in March? And it'd be, all the persons,
The other persons in the board has already been approved.
we've already been approved, okay. For those who want to go, okay.
Will you be attending?
I don't know, man,
Well, keep in mind, I've got to go face Congressman Benny Thompson, and I need all the knowledge I can get sitting at that table because he can be somewhat intimidating, especially when you're asking for certain things such as money. So, as many aldermen that can go, I hope you go because some of the questions that are going to be asked, I'll be prepared, but if we are on a unified process, I think it goes over better. So rather than just hearing it from me. Now, I know how he is, and he's chastised a couple of mayors in the past. I will not be getting chastised, but I'll be prepared. So, yeah, and I want the team to be prepared also.
That's approximate.
And I know we're on Facebook Live, but that is no negative hit towards you, Congressman Thompson. Period.
Mine is reimbursed through the program.
Oh, okay.
All of my conferences are reimbursed through the program.
Do that, okay, so that's the same program, that's what you were saying. Okay, we're fine then. Yeah. They're taking care of it.
And I think for those who are going, you know the number one subject matter he's going to bring up. So we need to be prepared like we've never been prepared before. And this administration, with this particular mayor, I sit and listen and take notes. We've got to be on point. I don't know what else we may be visiting with, but in the past, our people with Wagner has gotten us in front of Michael, if not Michael, yes. Sidney Howard Smith and Senator Sidney Howard Smith and Senator Roger Whittaker. So we need to be on point. I know we'll have a couple of meetings prior to it. Usually when we get there, we have another session with engineers. So we can, and if you're shy when you're talking and you're gonna lock up, let me know. I won't ask you to say anything. I know you're not. You're not. You're not. Okay? Anything else concerning the
That's it.
Lady Allen,
my issue is off.
okay? So therefore, the mayor will entertain a motion concerning the bundle of the consent agenda.
Mayor,
You may?
I would like to be recused from items, y'all remember that? 17 and 18.
Okay. Yeah, just vote no. Yeah.
I'm gonna recuse myself from 17 and 18, but I would like to vote on the rest of these.
Okay. All right. And if I may ask, it will 17 and 18 is because of the employee in building and development?
Yes.
Okay. Your recusal, you want to stay in the room or you want to leave the room?
I can leave the room for
Okay.
17 and 18, but I would like to vote on the items, all of the above from 17.
Okay, so
We can just pull those two out and vote on those seven.
okay.
We'll pull 17 and 18
Get it out.
and vote on those second.
Okay. So,
can motion for 9 through 16 be approved.
Okay, hold on. There's already a,
Oh, it was already one? Is already a motion?
Yeah.
it's,
Okay.
Ken did for consent agenda.
Yeah, it is.
I
Okay.
had to withdraw.
Yeah, go to 9 to 16.
All right, is there a second?
She withdrew, when Diamond withdrew her motion, so.
Okay.
now she redo it.
I would like to motion that we approve items 9 through 16 on the consent agenda.
I second it.
It's been motioned and properly second. What is your vote, regarding Roman numbers 9 to, 16?
Whitehead. Aye.
Diamond,
Wells,
Yeah.
Dr. Allen?
I said I.
I didn't hear you, I'm sorry. Alderman Webb?
You have all.
Yeah, you got 6.
Okay. Ayes have it, motion carried. Mayor will entertain a motion regarding Roman numbers.
those two, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
Can we bundle 17 and 18?
Yeah, absolutely.
Motion.
Second.
The motion and properly second. What is your vote regarding 17 and 18?
Diamond, I.
Brown,
Wells,
Yeah.
Allen, I. Well,
I said
Alan got some vocal behind it.
Oh, yeah, she spoke up loud, man.
Ayes have it, motion carried.
Make a motion, go into closed determination.
executive session.
Close, yeah, motion termination. Who's second?
Is that second?
I
I
second.
second it.
The motion and properly second. What is your vote?
Diamond, I.
Wells,
Allen, I.
I know you all understand.
Yeah.
Ayes have it, motion carried. We are now in executive session.